everybody. If you're coming from my first video, welcome back. Welcome back. If you are just joining us, welcome to Isabella Bank's YouTube channel where we break down all the Prince Harry and Meghan media updates. It's your girl Wheezy coming at you with some hot news. And let me tell you, Prince Harry has been out here making some serious boss moves. Like, I want to be him when I grow up. Can I be him when I grow up? Did you think he was done because he has done a 2 week stretch and we just saw him in New York, London, and Lesotho? No. Check this out. Sports Illustrated just dropped an exclusive question and answer between Prince Harry and none other than two-time NBA champ Pau Gasol. That's right. Prince Harry is here networking like he's trying to pay off student loans. He is working so hard. You would think that the rent was due tomorrow. That's how hard he is working. I am totally here for it. I love that he is pushing himself to the best of his ability. I mean, he's young and he can do it now, so why not? Why not push himself to the best that he can be now that he's young enough to do it? Because we don't remain young forever, and now is the best time basically for him to do it, because you know that he's got the challenge of William becoming king hovering over his head. So the sooner he roots himself, strengthens himself, protects himself and Meghan, the better. So I absolutely love him for not just saying he wants to work hard, but showing us that he is actually working hard. He is taking care of Meghan like no man's business, and I love that for him. Now, we are talking about, and we guess you're wondering why you have this photograph on the screen. Do you guys remember in February when Harry handed over that Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year award to Cameron Hayward? Do you remember in February? Now, I told you all back then that Harry was setting the stage for something. But guess what? That little handshake has turned into a full-blown alley oop. He has teamed up with Pau Gasol in his role as Chief Impact Officer at BetterUp. Yeah, Harry's out here collecting partnerships like they're Pokemon cards. Gotta catch them all. I love that. I love that. If there was anybody who was suited for marketing or marketing, it was Prince Harry and his personality. I'm sure though, if you ask him, he would say he's too anxious or too nervous to do well in it, but obviously not. He just has the kind of personality that people love to be around. Unfortunately, those are the kind of people who do well in marketing. He is doing such an amazing job. He is doing such an amazing job. um, so this, who has he met with? Okay, so this person we're talking about, Paul, I hope I'm saying it right. His name is spelled Pau, Paul. This man isn't just any baller. He is a two-time champion with the Lakers. He led Spain to 3 Olympic medals, and now he's the vice president of Gasol16 Ventures and the Gasol Foundation. And this man does not know how to slow down, just like Prince Harry. Paul's latest move is partnering with BetterUp. That's the nexus point for both of them. The BetterUp has become, it seems like, the biggest mental health and coaching platform on the planet, where Prince Harry just happens to be dropping gems as their chief impact officer. So before we continue, if this is your first time on this channel, please hit the subscribe button, like button, leave a comment section. If you have visited before and you have not yet subscribed, let today be the day you decide to subscribe. For those who have been rocking with me from the beginning, thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. Thank you. Danke. How many other languages can I say thank you in? Anyway, I think those are the two for the moment. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section and also hit the like button, okay? Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so let me just in the interview, in the interview, you know that it was Prince Harry who interviewed Paul. Yes. So Prince Harry is not only the goes to be interviewed, he is the one actually now doing the interviewing. And he got Paul to spill the tea on how he stays in his flow. You know that zone where you're so locked in that nothing can stop you. He talks about his journey in the NBA, what it was like playing with Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, Mamba, and how important it is to have a chemistry on and off the court. And let me tell you, this conversation isn't just about basketball; it's about life. So the part I found the most interesting, which I think seems like it is very relevant for where Prince Harry is in his life at the moment, is that where they were talking about how to overcome fatigue and keep pushing forward. It's like BetterUp's coaching playbook, but for everyone trying to win at life, not just sports. And if you consider Prince Harry has left Montecito, he's been in New York, he's been in London, he's been to Lesotho, and for him to keep going for this stretch is not easy. It must be grueling. It must be as grueling as the election campaign because that's kind of what it feels like he is on at the moment. Just beating the bushes to get the fruit to drop down so that he can take care of himself and his family. And and here's a little nugget for you. Paul said having a coach is key to breaking through barriers. Now, not everybody can afford to have a coach. So I thought to myself, what would be the budget equivalent of having a coach? And I think for me, having an accountability partner kind of takes the place of having a coach on call. I know that I personally have someone that I speak to literally every day about progress reports on what I'm doing for the channel. Yes, me, even little me. I have someone that I report to on a basis. I tell them exactly what I'm doing for the day, exactly what commercial activities that I'm doing for myself, because that just propels me forward. And so the way they were talking, they were like they're having a coach or having an accountability partner is not just for CEOs or athletes, it's for anyone trying to level up. And I think that people who are entrepreneurs, they do need like a coach or they do need an accountability partner because being a business person is not easy, and there are highs, there are lows, but the hard days are really very hard, and it takes someone being able to speak to someone regularly, who knows your business, who knows your goals, to be able to help you pull you out of whatever funk you find yourself in and helps you keep focused on the goals of your company or yourself. I think we are all our own company. Call it myself PLC. Yeah. We are all our own company. Anyway, the conversation with him was really good. And he says that he really enjoyed speaking with Prince Harry. He really admires him because he's a very accomplished individual. And he even felt honored to be able to speak to him, even though he is as an accomplished individual himself. So Prince Harry is moving with the big boys, moving with the big boys. And I love that for him. Um, Now, let me ask you all, you remember that? So, just like I predicted that Prince Harry going to the NBA would result in some kind of collaboration, and with the NBA, do you guys see him collaborating with the people at Formula One? Because these are all very high performance sports where they would definitely need some mental health help. And I think that it's not just, I think any area where you give very high performance, should we say extreme high performance, even not just athletes or CEOs. I think the whole of the music industry, you need to have a mental health coach, someone who helps you into the performance. And I think they also need a coach for someone who helps you when you're not performing, because it just seems like there's something wrong somewhere. After they achieves, this is so a thought I have always had. Sorry to go off on a tangent, but I have always had this thought that it's very easy to strive towards success. But a lot of the tragic stories I have ever heard in my life have to do with people who have striven for success. They attain success, but then crash all the way down when they achieve this success. To me, that is the saddest success story of them all. When you work so hard and then you crash all the way down. So it would be great, if the people in the music industry acknowledge that they put themselves under extreme stress to be able to perform at the level that they do, and they get help. That they get help, because we have all seen these people in the music industry, the entertainment industry, crashing out. Mm, and we have lost some really great talent just because of the extreme pressures that they are under, which makes them resort to substance abuse and all sorts of kinks, should we say, in order for them to feel good about themselves because of the amount of strain they put themselves under to produce the work that they do produce. Anyway, I think Lorna says, I think there was a collaboration with Formula One announced, but I may be wrong. You know what? It's very easy to check that out. Google, we come. Here we come, Google. Collaboration with Formula One. Uh, no, no. See that he visited Formula One in earlier this year, but there was no collaboration. There's been no collaboration announced as yet. He visited Formula One, I think, in December last year. So let's see. It might be that the next thing we're going to hear about is a collaboration with Formula One. I would love to see that. Anyway, that's not to say that he has to get everything he goes for, but at least we know that when he goes for these things, it's about business. That's what it is. I can smell this money getting longer and longer, and I love it for them. I love it for them. All right, so guys, before I forget, let me remind you that the paperback version of Spare is due on the 24th. On the 24th of this month, I will be doing a review of the book, And the way I did my review the other time was to break it down into a 7 part or 8 part series, after which we're going to do a quiz. So let's get ready. The clock is tick, 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 ticking. Let's get ready for the uh, paperback, the release of the paperback version of Spare, and the date is going to be released here in the UK is the 24th of October. I know that the article says that it's going to be available on the 22nd in the US. So you guys are going to get it before us. Why do you have to get everything before we do? Oh, this stupid media has made us the ones who don't get to enjoy anything nice. See, they've spoiled it for everybody. Let me go through your comments and have a look. Okay. Hey, Mama Jane, how are you doing? Hi, Marsha. Hi, Marcia. It's been a while. Great to see you. Hi, Lakiva. How you doing? How you doing? Okay, so yeah, I'm just letting you guys know that Prince Harry has been in conversation with this good-looking gentleman, and he has been talking to Prince Harry about how he maintains the flow, very in very high in situations where he needs high focus. Let me play this for you actually, just a second. How do you get it back? It starts with, and presumably there was lots of times where individually or as a team, you guys lost your flow. Mm. How do you get it back? It starts with what we call the emotional leaders on our team. Those emotional leaders recognize those moments where we're kind of getting off track. You know, I remember vividly a moment where Derek said, "Hey, it's time to dig in right here, right now. This is the moment that we need to step up, yeah, and go and get after it." See, so and presumably there was lots of time. So there's Prince Harry doing his thing, and it's just really lovely that in every area that they step into, he's able to make something out of the situation, which impacts on his role with BetterUp, so that it's not just a vanity title, but something that he is really earning. And I love to see that he's pushing himself. And I wonder where he got his idea of what it means to be a man from, because clearly he didn't get it from um, his dad. All the examples of manhood he had around him were all rubbish. So where did he get it from? Because he's doing so well. He's doing so well at it. Let me see. Lorna says, yes, Harry is working hard for his money while across the pond, Will and Kate are working hard not to work. Exactly. They are working hard not to work for their money. They don't want to change the status quo, because the status quo is that they're not required to work for their money. But again, they don't want public opinion to get so toxic that it triggers a revolution, the type of one that was experienced in France. So they have to be performative. They have to act like they're working. This is the reason why we get nothing from them. And so now that Prince Harry is out here working without taxpayers' money, or so-called taxpayers' money, should we call it that? Because that's another thing, another way the British media trigger people. It's now putting them in an uncomfortable situation where they have to drag Kate out every time Prince Harry is doing something, to try to see if they can divert attention away from Prince Harry. Well, they've now realized that that doesn't work, because Prince Harry's light shines brighter than anything that they can put out. So Kate now has to come out of hiding and commit to at least 1 day of work, I think, every 3 months. Oh dear. Lorna says, I secretly hope there is a new chapter in the book. Me three. I wish that there are not just a new chapter in the book, but that we get a few more paragraphs in every chapter of the book where he says something like, I put this very politely when I first released the book, but this is what I actually meant to say. Just burn the whole thing down because it's done. But he can't do that. Otherwise, he will be accused of treason. So he has to be careful how he steps. Hi, Joyce. How you doing? How are you? How are you? How are you? Okay, guys, thank you so much for attending my TED Talk this evening. That's all for this evening. Please remember to like, to subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss a thing. Until next time, this is your girl, Wheezy, signing out. Peace.